Yeah. Okay, go eat it. My little dynasty game. I don't even want this team though. I ain't gonna count. I'm ready for the other dynasty. I went and got TCU. Shit, searching, but I ain't find that nigga. We got her. There we go.
You ain't gonna eat all your meat, but you need to eat some of it and eat all the potatoes.
That's it. I forgot what was decent about mine last night.
Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly.
Let me get a few passing yards. Stay good with my AD.
And the Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there.
All right, let's get it popping.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are can set the tone for your season.
That's a
Works
late
his way
hit.
out to the
You
36-yard
know when
line
it's
before being pushed out of
there's a
bounds.
problem on here. It's a late hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of that guy in the pocket.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I hit him with that shit a couple times. Just
Throwing Sellers.
that's my fault. I fucked that shit up.
Great play there by the DB.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of
fuck
the
that shit
fastest
up,
players
bro.
in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on.
Throws it deep. He's got it down the field. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Hawkins. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hawkins. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Shout out to my nigga Drake for letting me know where I need to be at. This shit spreading nigga out.
The run inside. It's Clark. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Here's Sellers to throw. Looking long. He's got it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, and he's free. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, the defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Could be an alley. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Might be changing the route. From the red zone, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He's got it again. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down.
Makes a grab and room to run. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sellers from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. and he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Run in the red zone, it's McAllister. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sellers makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Hawkins. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hawkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the...
Snags it, and he's open. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Past the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snags it over the middle. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Coleman open on the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
This one's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And it's the Cougars looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside, Mac.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Firing to the right, complete. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the delay, it's Hawkins. Gain of 8, it's now 3rd and 2.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Oh, better look out. Across the 25. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be fit.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it on the right. Hits the crease. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
You gotta have, hey, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta have cheating shit for it though, you feel me?
Oklahoma
But
State,
look, that's one of the best formations though. I ain't gonna count to you.
They haven't had a whole lot
Just
of
because,
production, nor much to show for it
just
on the scoreboard
because
so
it's
far,
gonna
and if
spread
they're
your
going to
niggas
get
out.
back in this game, it needs to start right
Feel
now.
me? So,
Hit hard as he
yeah, I can't even do the read option out the stat, but
That's
If a
another
nigga
example of just
come and he
really
trying to
good
stop that
football.
stack,
This is why they've built the
audible
lead
to
here
the
in the
inside
second
zone.
half.
Yeah,
Nice job
easy.
pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's
They gotta
building,
beat the
and
nigga.
keeping it
It's gonna be
really,
one-on-one.
really quiet.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
But if you don't have enough people out there to stop that stack, I got 2 passes out of that shit, really 3.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Cowboys want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Complete left side, Coleman. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the 1st down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Inside the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and in those 3rd and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Throwing, Sellers. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. He'll set up to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Any time he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this set.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the 1st play of the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Good. Good.
So 1st down will open up the final period.
Good.
They'll ride the hot hand. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
The Gamecocks looking to convert on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He's got it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Finding some room. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business.
He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the...
I got that nigga for 260. I just smacked a nigga in the dynasty, nigga. So, well, I'll run in SEC. What? Really don't. Oh, really don't. Then what's the good? Well, my phone dead, so I can't change it. Yeah, get off my way. Yeah, man, dog. What the fuck, man? You ain't get no candy. Alright. Alright.
The Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Sparks. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
Stay in the trash. Stay in the trash.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. On target. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Inside the 10. And he scores! Touchdown Gamecocks.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
And it's up and no good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's going to bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here's Sellers to throw. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Back to pass on second down. Going over the top. Leaping grab for a big gain. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a...
Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's exactly how you draw up your opening drive. You want to get your quarterback comfortable, get him on script, in rhythm, and he was. 4 for 4 on that drive, finishing off with a touchdown pass in the end zone. He comes out absolutely on fire.
Get off of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored Jesse this offense hoping to... Picked off! What a play to set him up! He'll try to take it back. All the way back! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Buys a little extra time. They get to him as he throws.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Already with 2 touchdowns on the board, now they're back at it up 14-6. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Running inside, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third.
You're not being that mess with no list. You hear me? You better not be in that mess with this. Listen. I did, didn't I don't want to go watch TV. Yeah, doggone.
The Hokies take the field in this electric Enter Sandman entrance. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Run inside. It's Overton. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Got it down the field. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking for space. It's Overton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Look out, he's got room. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Man, how nice is it to have that kind of a weapon? On 3rd down, I can throw it short of the sticks, and the big fella can catch the football, break a tackle, get upfield, be big and strong, and convert that 3rd down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy.
He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Brown wants to pass, and he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Cobb. Hard running there. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Swings it out to his running back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Offense staying on the field here and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when you're throwing the ball.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Nimrod. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Trying to keep this drive alive. Takes the ball inside the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 29. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it first and 10, threatening inside the 30. This time he wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Gets it into the end zone.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Heath. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Lofted to the sideline, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Brown will throw it. Intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Hokies. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Whoa. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Now he's looking into the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They've got him pinned.